Oh, Royals. Did not see you there. I was just reading Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde as I'm currently enjoying it. Good evening. Happy Thursday. This video will be posted Wednesday evening for blocks 1 through 3 in order for you to complete the work on Thursday, March 19th. This video will be posted for blocks 4 and 5 on Thursday for you to complete the work on March 20th. Okay. Good evening, Royals, and let's crack down and let's get into our lit circles. So our lesson today. Now, our lesson today, you've already chosen a book. If you did not choose a book, then you're getting assigned a book. Now, today's whole focus is going to be for you to start reading that book that you chose. Now, on Classroom is this document, which is the lesson plan for how you should allocate your time today. Now, this whole unit is going to be paced out much like a college class. It's going to be up to you to pace yourself on your own time, but not only that, it's going to be up to you to complete the work on your own time as you make a plan of attack for the day. So today's lesson is going to be around 60 minutes long. Okay, so please make sure you allocate time for yourselves in order to complete this lesson. Okay? Now, first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at our goals for this particular day. Today, we need to make sure that we take a look at the different reading log options. Today, we need to make sure that we know what book we are assigned. Today, we need to make sure that we get into our assigned Google Classroom for the book that we are assigned for so that we could participate in online discussions and to complete our first reading logs. So how we're going to do that? Let's take a look at our agenda. Okay. Now, first things first, take a look at those Lit Circle assignments. Lit Circle assignments will be updated for blocks 1 to 3 Thursday morning, and then blocks 4 and 5 Friday morning. As people are completing Wednesday's assignment, and as those forms are coming in, I'm updating this document as we speak. What does that document look like, you ask? You're going to click on it and take a look at that. It's going to take you over to a document that looks like this. Each blocks, or every student who's in a blocks 1 through 5, their name will be recorded on this document, and from there you'll know who is reading what book. Keep in mind that you're going to be interacting with everyone that is reading the same book as you within ERWC. Okay, so say for example, folks from block 1 who are reading nickel and dime are also going to be interacting with folks in block 5 who are also reading nickel and dime. So keep this in mind. Okay, so find your name, and then you know what book you're going to be reading. After that, you're going to join the Lit Circle Google Classroom. Okay, so go to Google Classroom, add class, and insert the codes that you see here. Okay, so for example, if you're reading The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, okay, you're gonna join that classroom using this code that is indicated on this chart. It should take you around a minute or two to complete. Afterward, you're gonna go to this document and click on the Lit Circle reading logs. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you with reading logs as I did with Into the Wild. As a result, you will be required to do 10 reading logs for this Lit Circle. Now, keep in mind that for this Lit Circle, there are options for how you can demonstrate that you read. Okay, so please take a look at the different options you see in this document. So for example, take a look at this first one. Okay, all you need is a summary point, significant quote, your reaction to something that you read, and vocabulary. Take a look at the next one. Summary points, predictions, questions, vocab. Another one, if you keep scrolling down below, is just 3. Okay, significant quote, a literary device, and then vocab. Now, if you remember literary devices, you could use it. I cannot reintroduce that right now. I will probably share a document within the next couple days that will help you out with that. So keep this in mind. Or alternatively, significant quote, literary device, or reaction. Okay. So you're going to choose one for every time you sit down and read. and you're gonna fill out this log. Now, it should take you no more than 10 to 15 minutes to fill out each log. If you find yourself taking any longer than that, um, either cut down what you're saying or make sure that you're being as explicit as possible. Okay, so you could either do this on paper, you could make a copy in a new Google Doc, or you could fill this out below. Okay, so you're gonna take a look at those logs. Now, uh, every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the block you are in, I'm gonna ask for potential questions for the online discussions on Thursday and Friday. If your question is chosen, you're able to do one less reading log. Okay, keep this in mind. So since there are 4 different books, and if your question is chosen for discussion, one less reading log, and I will email you to confirm that. Okay. Now, to continue on, after you take a look at those reading logs, I want you to start reading. Okay. Each book has a different pacing guide that you should try your best to follow. Okay. So Nickel and Dimed, Handmaid's Tale, they're there in The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. Now, keep in mind that this unit, again, is meant to prepare you for the rigors of college reading. That means that in some days, you're going to have to read a lot more than other days, okay, just to make sure that you finish it by spring break. Okay? Now, I would encourage you to scroll down and take a look at why some days are more than others. I would suggest that you try to spread out the reading, because I put a huge chunk of reading for some days because it would represent what you would have done in class as well as at home. Now, there is no work indicated for the weekends, so I'd say use the weekends to catch up if you need to. Okay? So read according to the pacing guide. Probably this will take you anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes. And then lastly, fill out that reading log for your reading session for the day. Now, Mr. Peterson asked that all teachers have an LPS Hayward reflection form linked, because if you are completing the work for that class or that last class of the day, you just need to fill it out for all 3 of those classes once at the end of day. So keep that in mind. Okay. As always, if you need to reach out or if you have any questions, email me, awhite@leadps.org. I will probably come out with a form within the next couple days to see if anyone wants to web chat or anyone wants any face-to-face time with their peers next week. So keep an eye out for that. Okay. Other than that, keep washing those hands. Don't touch your face. Keep reading. Keep your eyes peeled. And I will see you on the flip side. Take care and see you around.